Yo, what's going on, boys? My name is Damien, also known as qybii. How's everyone going today? We are currently at day 23 of our hard 50. If you guys don't know what that means by now, I'm uploading pretty much everything you see down in the description is what I'm uploading on every single day for 50 days straight. And yeah, I'm loving it so far. The views are going crazy. You guys are showing massive support over on Twitch. If you guys watch this video within like an hour when this video gets released, I will be live on Twitch straight after release of this video. So if you guys want to head over, it's just qybii with the XD at the end. Without wasting any more time, let's jump in straight into today's video. The NBA All-Star teams, the full teams, are now finally out, and a lot of things caught my eye in the Eastern Conference. So for the starters, you're going to have Giannis Antetokounmpo, which is well-deserved, Donovan Mitchell, well-deserved, Giannis, well-deserved, Karl Anthony Towns, well-deserved, Jalen Brunson, well-deserved. So for starters, you think that's a very good list, so you're thinking maybe these two players I'm about to talk about will go to slide into the reserve spot, but that's where me and you both got each other fucked up. Because Trae Young and Lamelo Ball did not make the All-Star team at all, even though Lamelo Ball specifically led the entire front court, or back court should I say, in total votes in the Eastern Conference, which is just surreal, and he didn't end up making the team at all. The reserves ends up being Cade Cunningham, Darius Garland, Pascal Siakam, Jaylen Brown, Tyler Hero, Damian Lillard, and Evan Mobley. I want to start off with Trae Young straight away because he's the first, player in NBA history to lead the entire association in assists and average more than 20 points per game and not get selected for the NBA All-Star game, which is just pure disrespect at this point. Trae Young is having a very underappreciated and underrated NBA season so far, averaging 22.5 points, 3 rebounds and 11.5 assists, which yes, leads the entire NBA in that category. But the second highest being Nikola Jokic, who's a full assist and a half per game behind Trae Young, so it's not like he's just scraping by in that category. I don't know if this stat in particular got himself less votes, but he does lead the entire NBA in turnovers per game at just under 5 per game. So yeah, he's averaging the most assists, but he's also averaging the most turnovers, and I guess that's just what the coaches end up deciding looking at, because the coaches were the ones that end up picking their reserves. Shooting 40% inside the arc, but actually shooting a career low 36% from outside the arc so far this season. And I have no doubt in my mind that Trae Young's going to get that number up. It's just obviously the start of the season. Obviously, he has a lot of new teammates around him, so just trying to adjust is, hasn't been the best when it comes to three-point shooting, but everything else has evolved so much. He's not shooting as many stupid threes anymore, just dumb logo shots. He's finding his teammates a lot better, and he knows when to take a good shot, or when to shoot it, or when not to shoot it. Trae Young actually wasn't too happy about all this. He actually ended up taking to social media to say his thoughts about this, about not being picked for the All-Star game. He took to X and said it's no longer getting snubbed at this point, it's called getting traded at this point. He apologized to all his fans by saying, "Sorry to my fans, it will change eventually, alright, talk soon." I guess this man just couldn't catch a break, because I don't know how he wasn't an All-Star this year or last season. It's all said in stone now, Trae Young will not be an All-Star this year whatsoever, which is just heart-wrenching to see. This is where I really got myself messed up, because Lamelo Ball actually averages more points, more rebounds, and more assists than every single All-Star starter reserve. I shouldn't say All-Star starter, but All-Star reserve for the Eastern Conference. He averages more of, every stat that means something, which just absolutely blows my mind. And the fact that he was first in voting as well, coaches didn't take that into consideration and didn't end up picking him. I know he missed some time, but there's no way he missed enough time to not be chosen for the All-Star game. It's just absolutely criminal. I guess a lot of this has to go into both teams' reflections when it comes to Trae Young and Lamelo Ball. Because obviously Charlotte Hornets aren't great whatsoever. Atlanta Hawks are just sitting under 500 as well. Trae Young Hawks sitting 4 games under 500. And Lamelo Ball's Charlotte Hornets are sitting 20 games under 500. Which is actually just blows my mind sideways, because Lamelo Ball has been an All-Star before. In that exact year, their record was pretty much identical heading into the All-Star game. I think there were 16 or 17 games under 500 as well. I can make more of a case for this than what anyone else can. Lamelo Ball literally deserves a spot more than anyone else on the All-Star reserves, other than, Cade Cunningham. And I also find it a bit ridiculous that the Cleveland Cavaliers actually have 3 All-Stars this year, which is just something you haven't seen since the Warriors back in 2017. I guess the way the NBA says not everyone can make the All-Star team. There's going to be snubs every single year. People got to understand the true meaning of snubs. Just players who just really deserved to make it but just didn't, and other players got picked over them that maybe shouldn't have got picked. Don't get me wrong, Jaylen Brown's having a fantastic year, but he's not standing out as much as what these two guys are right here. You know, someone trying to tell me that Luka Doncic is getting snubbed, fuck out of here, what the fuck are you talking about? Or even the same with Paulo Banchero, people were just bitching on social media about that as well. I don't understand what they don't get, to be honest. They've both been injured massive periods of time. Both out longer than a month at a time. I can't exactly tell you how long for both, but it was just more than 6 weeks. And people out here saying that Paolo Banchero and Luka Doncic should be All-Stars. No, I'm fine with them not being picked because they were injured, and to be honest, these players have been balling out this season and deserve a lot more than, I guess, those two players have just been injured for consecutive weeks. I could go on a fat rant as well about how Franz Wagner is also another snub. There's just a lot of snubs this year, and it's just not fair. But I guess not everyone can be picked, so it is what it is. It's set in stone. These two guys will not be All-Stars this year. And you guys will let me know down below, who did you think deserved to be an All-Star, but that just wasn't this year? There's a lot of guys on both conferences that you can make an argument for. Personally, I don't agree that Norman Powell was not All-Star at all. I guess like Steph Curry, like he literally had better stats than Stephen Curry, and it just doesn't make sense whatsoever. But as a close friend once said to me, the NBA is a popularity contest, and I seem to keep forgetting that because these snubs are just getting out of hand. As always, like and subscribe if you're around here. This has been your boy qybii, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you for all the love and support. Peace.